Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? Going to be a nice philosophical one here because we're going to practice stoicism today. It's probably the most important trade and skill that a young man can have, young woman could have too. Old man, anybody with a pulse can have. Dear Captain, I have a nephew that is an idiot. He's honest. I've tried, but he won't listen. I want a video response of you taking him to task. If he's not going to listen to you, why is he going to listen to me? You got to understand. He chooses. Everybody chooses. Your wife got fat, she chooses to be fat. You got fat, you chose to be fat. Somebody can't find a job, they choose not to find a job unless we're in a crippling recession. People choose to sign on the dotted line and go $200,000 in debt because they don't want to think about paying things back. People choose to rob banks. People choose to smoke cigarettes and drink and do drugs. People choose. Your nephew chooses not to listen to you. And I can tell you right now, he's going to choose not to listen to me. And the reason why is because this is a separate human being that's different sentience, different consciousness. He's not us. He is going to make his own decision. And the fact that you have already tried to reason with him and he hasn't listened to you or heeded your words means he chooses to. He chooses lies over truth, and you're going to find out that's 85% of the population. Again, a reason why I'm pursuing Operation Evil. Again, why I'm going to sell sweet-tasting lies as opposed to harsh truths like we do in this channel. And one of the benefits of accepting this reality in life is that we who try to do good and tell the truth and tell people the harsh, like, look, we do it because we care. Once we let go, once we realize other people are not going to listen to us, and it's outside of our control, we now then free ourselves. We forgive ourselves from feeling bad, and certainly now that responsibility, which I would argue wasn't yours in the first place, but it was nice you tried. Whatever responsibility we thought it was of ours to help these people, we have now done our due diligence, we've done all we could, and now you are free to go and not let this idiot bother you anymore. Okay? So there's going to be a lesson for him, which he's not going to listen to, I can guarantee it. And there'll be a lesson for you, which I think you need to listen to, so that you get your money's worth out of Asshole Consulting. Him, 300 pounds, early 20s, not married, but has a pregnant girlfriend. I'm asking, how did he lift the fat up to get, if he looks 300 pounds, unless he's really tall, I'm picturing a Peter Griffin, where he has to lift that up to have the sex. And how much of a winner is his girlfriend if this kid's 300 pounds and has a job and only works him a few days a week. He drives something. We won't identify it. He says his girlfriend getting pregnant was unintentional. He chose to stick his dick in her vagina. She chose not to have an abortion or be on birth control. They choose. There's no such thing as accidental pregnancy. None. I said it was unintentional by you. She planned that shit. There you go. But I'm the dumb uncle with a paid car, paid for a bike, paid for a jet ski, $600 a month mortgage. Outstanding, by the way. And $30,000 in the bank. I bought your books, Poor Richard's Retirement, and enjoyed the decline. To everyone on social media, my motto is enjoy the decline and profit from it. To my friends and family, I offer advice backed up by fact. Dude, don't even... Okay. I'm in the... Listen. Don't bother giving people advice. You never give people advice, okay? You know why? Because they're going to hate you for it. You could be right. Just listen to me on this one. You could be right, but you never give people advice, especially if you're correct or right, or if it's going to help them. You know why? They're going to hate you, and they're not going to listen anyway. It's just going to frustrate you. What you do is if someone asks you for your opinion, you say, I'm sorry, I'm not cheap. I don't give advice for free. And that's why I don't care. How maddening do you think it was, me being the mythical Cassandra trying to warn people, not only of the housing bubble, but the dot-com crash? Can you imagine me sitting there in meetings and doing analyses and presenting loans and the analysis, and they're all telling me, I'm like, guys, this is not, and no one wants to listen? You know how maddening that is? What I should have done is said, no, for an extra real good analysis for the truth, you can pay me my salary, but if you want the truth, all right, well, that's going to cost you a lot more. And that's why at Asshole Consulting I charge. So I don't care if people follow my advice or not. I got the money. And then I go and I buy myself a sandwich over at Subway, which they do still have some $5 footlongs. You got to wait for specials, though. But never offer your advice. He rents a trailer. Of course he does. He needs to get a better job. Is he capable of getting a better job? One other part-time job, in my opinion. Also, there are a lot of things he wastes money on. If he didn't waste his money, he could have a much better life. I respect your thoughts and love the blunt way you put things. If I'm wrong, then correct me as well. Look, it's... There was a little girl in Cappy's life. Actually, they fell down, but I got some drawings now. I'm putting kids' drawings up that I get. Because now a lot of my friends and my nieces, my friends' children draw me pictures, which is cool, so I put those up. And if you guys have little Rugrat, I would love to have little kids' picture. That'd be awesome. Draw Cappy, or draw something, an elephant, I don't care, it'd be great. But one time, long ago, there was a little 5-year-old girl, and kind of became the little kid sister I didn't have. And I thought I would guide it, and it would make sense, and they called it an it, even though it was the female, because they're its at that age. They're not full-fledged boys or girls yet. It's an it. And I think I had it pretty well figured out, and I made sure the kid, and it was funny. It was clever. It had potential. It is smart. And then it became a teenager, and then never listened to Cappy again. And every bit of advice or wisdom, because it was unsolicited, or I try to help out the kid. I should have saved hours of my time, hours of my life, just doing anything else, playing video games, getting drunk, jerking off to porn, whatever. You don't control this. And this guy he's an adult, right? You got to learn when to let go. Me and Piggott were talking about this. He also had, I think he had nieces. No. Were they nieces, but they're older nieces? There was a younger woman in his life, and she was 19, and she went and did the tats and tough life on the knuckles and all that other, and tattoos, and he saw her grow up as a little kid, and then and he says it's one of the hardest and most painful things is to see someone you care about go down the road and fuck up their life, but then for you to throw in the towel. But what I have learned, being the cynic that I am, and now you'll find out I'm not a cynic, I'm accurate, and being the misanthrope that I am, and you'll find out you're not a misanthrope, people are all really that inferior, is none of them want to be successful. They're all too lazy. 85% of the population just wants to be lazy, no good fucks, and believe in lies. You could criticize someone for doing heroin. You could criticize somebody for drinking and saying, "Oh, you're just trying to run away from your problems." My God, the majority of the population wants to believe lies. That's the true drug. At least alcoholics occasionally, get some amazing shit done every once in a while. Guys on cocaine in the 80s, shit, I think a good quarter of the 80s GDP was fueled by cocaine. But lies, and you know what? You gotta let them go, man. Just let them go. And so, yeah, I could yell at him, but he's going, "Oh, that's dumb." Here's another example. I forgot which tweet it was, but I had all these fat, ugly people calling me an incel. And I'm like, have you seen yourself in the mirror? Do you not? Your nephew would call me a loser, I don't know shit, and I'm a moron. Probably calls you that behind your back, even though you got all the... And you know what? It's because he's protecting his ego. He wants to keep believing the lie. He wants to keep getting that fix of lies in his veins. You're not gonna convince... So what do you want me to tell him? You want me to take him to task? I don't have to take him to task. This is how advanced I am in understanding this philosophy. He is going to ruin his life. It's already ruined. He got his girlfriend pregnant. Or she got herself pregnant. He's physically revolting. He's a loser. He has no money. I don't have to see this finger. I'm not going to lift it because life has already beaten the ever-living hell out of him. And he is such a lazy guy He's going to continue believing lies, even if that means life will continue beating the shit out of him. And he'll be over. It'll be over, man. He'll be 50, die of stroke, cardiac arrest. God help him. Maybe he doesn't die of stroke. He just gets paralyzed by stroke. Then his girlfriend will leave him if she's even around. She'll leave him. He'll have child support. You did your best. There's nothing else you can do. Now, this is where it comes to correcting you. You're not going to ruin your life trying to help this guy. But I've seen people trying to save, oh my God, parents trying to save their loser children. Holy shit. They will go bankrupt trying to save their loser children. You're not going to go that far. You're just trying to give this kid advice. But all the idiots lending their children money, well, maybe this time my son will grow up and go to college and get his act together. Like, I've seen it, man. I've seen parents, they're in their goddamn 70s. Still like, well, maybe this check, this paycheck, this handout, this little help, this little leg up will help my 40-year-old son. They're morons. And I can understand you being a parent, you want to, but I've seen people actually really fuck up their lives emotionally and financially trying to help children. There's just black holes. This is not your child. I don't think you're at that level. You seem to have much better. But save yourself the pain and agony. All right? This is, you're done. You're a fool if you keep trying to help them. You're a fool if you keep getting upset about this. I'm not saying treat him like shit. You don't hate the kid, but the real problem is that you have this delusion that you're going to save him. Even me, even after realizing it was not going to listen, I was like, oh yeah, it hurt. It took a bit. It really hurt. But God, I'm just such a good asshole. I'm so good. I'm such a good misanthrope. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's the way that went in. And then I didn't lose any sleep over it after that. You got to do the same. So you've done your best. You know what, dude? Why don't you go help a kid that's got hustle? That's one thing that pissed me off. You got these preppy little rich kids whose mom and dad spoil them around. The kids are completely dysfunctional, worthless pieces of shit. And there's the kid busting his ass off, like washing cars or caddying for the rich kid's kid. And oh fuck, you want to help? Find what's this blood thicker than water bullshit? Find some kid working at McDonald's who's got some hustle. Get to know him. Oh, you're gonna go to college, engineer. And then before he goes to college, come a $500 check. All right, that'll help him out. And then that money won't be wasted. But I'm sorry, your nephew is a lost cause, and the only person that can save him is him, and he's not going to, because he has made obvious, clear choices that he's addicted to lies. He's addicted to not the easy path in life. It's a very hard path he's chosen. It's the lie that there's an easy path. So, all right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out all my books. I should go grab some books. What we got? Oh, it's Worthless Degree Awareness Month. I should probably, hold on, we got. Try to pull these up here. For the kid you want to help out in life, get the book Worthless. That's great for Worthless Degree Awareness Month. Makes a great graduation gift. Curse of the High IQ. That's for any kids who hated school because school sucks and it's for morons. And then Bachelor Pad Economics. Those books right there. Go ahead. These make great high school graduation gifts. That's assuming the kids listen to them. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.